Hello guys, and thank you again for watching another episode of this travel series. On the last video, I had made my way to Portland and I had settled in for the night, and after sightseeing I had found a quiet spot to park, and now today I wanted to go to Mount Rainier. So getting to Mount Rainier was easy, and it's a beautiful drive, and the RV has been doing excellent. If you notice, I haven't talked about any breakdowns, any issues, other than some minor cosmetics and different things that you have to do to an old RV. But so I did get to Mount Rainier, and it was kind of a hike because you have to go up into the mountain, and the RV handled it well. Of course, not very fast, but I also did get my first sight or first indication of a problem. Basically, the speedometer was not working properly. It would like go up into speeds that were too high that I know the RV couldn't do. Sometimes it would just kind of stick, and I knew that was coming. So later in the series, I have to replace the speedometer cable on the RV. So that was the first indication. Besides that, the RV's been working fantastically. I just arrived at Mount Rainier National Park. There's a car parking behind me, but here's Mount Rainier right there. It's really nice. There's a lot of traffic. Well, not really a lot of traffic. It's just filming, and people are stopping where they shouldn't. So here's the river. I mean, it's a creek, and I don't know if you can see, but down here is a road. So I basically came down here all the way around and now up to about here. You see the parking area, the RV's right behind there. It was a little disappointing at first because I expected to go into the park and immediately see the mountain, but that didn't happen. I had to drive quite a bit before seeing the mountain. There you see Mount Rainier. I'll show you when I get there. Alright, I made it. So, I think it was, I don't know, like 2 miles. All uphill. Man, it was difficult. Look at all those mountains. And there in the distance, I think you can see, see that? It's Mount Washington? No, I don't know which mount it is, but it's a big one. And here's the main attraction. Mount, remind me where I am. So, yeah. So here it is. I think there's only one other point to go, and it's Mount Rainier. I just had a brain fart. Mount Rainier. So I think there's one more place you can go, which is right there, but it doesn't offer much in the way of oh, look at this guy. It doesn't offer much more in the way of views, so I think I'm gonna stop it here. Alright, here's the other side. Isn't this beautiful? Not much to say other than the mountain is right there, and these are great 360 degrees views. It's about 4:45 p.m. You can see the sun is kind of low on the horizon. So one of the things that I haven't also mentioned is that while I'm traveling, I also have to work because I have a digital job that as long as I have a computer, I can do a lot of it. Not everything, but yeah. So what I do is I park near either a Starbucks or a library, and I use the library especially when I have to do conference calls or just basic computer work. And this way I can show you how it is so easy when you travel with a Toyota RV that you can actually get some work accomplished. Of course, other times you can do it from the RV itself, but sometimes you need more time and a more comfortable environment to be in, a quiet environment especially. So picking out a library and parking nearby and working from there is really easy with the Toyota RV. I'm in Tukwila, Washington. I just came out of the library. This is the library right there, and I was working there. And over there you can see the RV. This is pretty cool, and actually it's going pretty fast, but it's actually rotating the right direction. It's not backwards like a lot of times they show it. It's 2:35. So I have a flight that leaves out of Seattle at 6. And so what I did is I made arrangements to leave my RV here in a storage area. And the storage area is going to cost me $120 for the month. See, I'm pretty close to SeaTac. You can see an airplane taking off. So it was $120 for a regular parking spot, and my RV actually fits in a regular parking spot, being like a car parking spot. And for the month and a half, it's gonna be $195. That's including taxes. So just for comparison, I was gonna pay, I think, $695 a day is the cheapest that I found near the airport at a hotel. It would have been, with taxes, it would have been like $345. So I think I got a pretty good deal. I'm saving like $150. And then I also had asked a guy to do a hitch, or a company to do a hitch, to lift my bike a little bit, like a hitch extension. They wanted to charge me $850 for that, and in addition to that, they were going to charge me $15 per day to store my RV. 1.5. So the total was going to be right around 600 and something just for the storage. So that's crazy that they wanted to charge me that much, plus the hitch. So I'm paying for the flight. I'm paying for a flight from here to Phoenix, and from Phoenix to back to Miami. I'm paying around $230. That's for both trips. So that's pretty good. It's with American Airlines. It's a direct flight to Phoenix. So that gives you a sense of how much I pay, to get around when I'm here. I mean, the other stuff that I pay is obviously gas. And every time I fill up the RV, it's around $45. Okay, I'm back. Sometimes a little less, because I always try to put gas on, use Costco. After I, do some sightseeing, some travel, then it's time to get back to home base, and I'm going to show you how it is that I leave the RV. In this case, I was leaving the RV in the Seattle area, and I was expecting a lot of maybe rain, leaves, weather, that kind of thing. So here's some preparations on what I did to leave the RV at a storage facility. And these are the spots. They're just spots for regular cars. What I did, I don't know if you can tell, but I've tilted the RV because the roof is kind of caved in, but that's normal for these RVs, actually RVs in general. So what happens is when it rains a lot, which I expect that it will, the water collects on the roof. So what this is supposed to do is keep or tilt it so that the water runs off of it. And the way I did that, I couldn't find anything cheaper, but I guess this works. You can see these wheel ramps. So the yellow part, you first drive up on it and then set the brake, and then after you set the brake, then you put the gray part on there, and it kind of cradles the wheel so that it lifts it off the ground. And the result is that the RV is angled. Also, I removed the hitch, the bike. So I just showed you I put the bike inside. That's it for this episode, guys. I hope you find it useful. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you on the next one.